Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that might sound a bit dry, but is super important for everyone legal concepts. We all live in a world governed by laws, and understanding these regulations not only helps us stay out of trouble, but also empowers us to know our rights and responsibilities. So let's have a casual chat about some modern laws, rights, and a few things we should all be aware of. Modern Slavery Act 2015. First up, let's talk about the Modern Slavery Act of 2015. Many people don't realize that this law is all about holding companies accountable for human trafficking and slave labor. It requires businesses to assign someone at the board level to report on what they're doing to prevent modern slavery in their operations. Why does this matter? Well, with globalization, it's easier than ever for companies to turn a blind eye to unethical practices, especially if they are sourcing products from different countries. This act pushes for transparency and makes businesses think twice about their supply chains. Let's be real, no one wants to unknowingly support exploitation. With this law, we can hold companies accountable. Laws on manipulation. Now, moving on to something that might hit closer to home. Manipulation laws. Sounds ominous, right? In simple terms, manipulation can happen in marketing, finance, and really in lots of areas of life. For instance, there's a law in the US that prevents the use of manipulative or deceptive devices in how commodities are bought and sold. This means you can't trick people's perceptions to get what you want when it comes to trading commodities. Beyond that, we see manipulation happening in social settings too, where people may use unfair tactics to sway opinions. It gets tricky because knowing how to regulate something as subjective as manipulation can be a challenging task for lawmakers. It raises an important question. How do we protect individuals without stifling creativity or free expression? Forced life against will laws. Let's switch gears a bit and discuss something a bit heavier. Forced life against will laws. This sounds intense, but it generally refers to situations where individuals might be committed to treatment involuntarily, like in cases of severe mental health issues. Here's the scoop. If someone poses a significant risk to themselves or others, there's a legal process that can kick in, allowing health professionals to intervene. It's a delicate balance between protecting people and respecting personal freedoms. We've all heard stories that make us think twice about such laws, and they often vary by state, which adds to the complexity. Undue influence and personal autonomy. Now, have you heard of undue influence? This fascinating concept pops up, especially in relation to estate planning. Think about it. Someone might have influenced a family member to rewrite their will in a way that favors them. In California, for example, there are laws that guard against this kind of manipulation. At the core of this, there's also the idea of personal autonomy. Each individual has the right to make decisions about their own lives, and we see this play out in various legal contexts, including living wills. These documents help people express what kind of care they want if they ever can't communicate their choices themselves. It's all about respecting what someone wants, even if it's sometimes a tough conversation to have. Freedom laws. All right, let's lighten the mood a bit. Who doesn't love a good chat about freedom? The US is built on fundamental freedoms protected under law, like freedom of speech, assembly, and religion. These freedoms allow us to express ourselves and gather together to advocate for our beliefs. But of course, there are limits. You might wonder, what can I not do? Well, certain restrictions exist to maintain order and security. For instance, you can't just shout fire in a crowded theater if there isn't one. These regulations are designed to protect us all, while still allowing room for healthy debate and dialogue. Judicial misconduct and corruption. Now let's get serious for a moment. Sometimes, even in our justice system, things can go awry. Judicial misconduct refers to a judge's improper actions, which can seriously undermine the integrity of our legal process. When we think about corruption, it can be alarming. Thankfully, there are mechanisms in place to investigate and hold judges accountable for misconduct. It's crucial we protect our judicial system's integrity, since without it, trust in our legal framework falters. Laws against terrorism. Last, but definitely not least, let's touch on laws that deal with terrorism. In the US, we have a variety of anti-terrorism laws like the USA Patriot Act, which aims to prevent terrorist activities. While these laws are necessary for national security, they also raise questions about civil liberties. How do we keep people safe while ensuring we don't infringe on personal freedoms? It's a tightrope walk that lawmakers are constantly navigating. Phew, that was a whirlwind tour of some pretty important legal concepts. From understanding your rights regarding personal autonomy to how we hold institutions accountable, the law touches so many aspects of our lives. It's essential to stay informed and aware of these issues because knowledge is power. So, what do you think? Let's chat in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning. Bye for now.